Luxury brands have sold lipstick for decades, but Louis Vuitton may have just broken one of luxury's oldest rules, because most luxury brands use lipstick to become more accessible. Louis Vuitton did the opposite. They launched a $160 lipstick, not a handbag, not jewelry, lipstick. And strangely, making it expensive may have been the whole point. Today, I want to explain why. Because luxury lipstick is not really about lipstick. It is about access, margin, status, and who gets invited into the brand. If you walk into Chanel, your first purchase probably is not a $6,000 handbag. It is more likely a lipstick, small enough to buy, beautiful enough to feel special, expensive enough to remind you this is still luxury. That is not an accident. For decades, luxury brands have used cosmetics as the first step on the price ladder. You start with lipstick, then sunglasses, then a wallet, then a handbag, then clothing. Each step moves you deeper into the brand. Beauty is not just a category. It is the entry door. The lipstick is not really the product. It is the ticket, a small ticket into a much larger world. But here's the part most people never think about. The cheapest products in luxury are often some of the most profitable. And there is one line I keep coming back to. Handbags build the dream. Cosmetics collect the rent. A handbag creates aspiration. People admire it. People photograph it. People imagine themselves owning it someday. But cosmetics quietly does something different. It monetizes that aspiration. A lipstick is small, light, easy to ship, easy to store, and customers finish it. Then buy another, and another. That matters, because most luxury products are purchased once and kept for years. Lipstick repeats, and repeat purchases are financial gold. Beauty quietly does two jobs at once. It brings people into the brand while generating very high margins. Beauty is not a side business. It is one of the smartest customer acquisition engines in luxury. There is also another reason luxury brands love cosmetics, something called the lipstick effect. For decades, economists noticed something strange. When the economy weakens, people delay buying big luxuries, handbags, jewelry, vacations, but they still buy small luxuries, a lipstick, a perfume, a skincare product, something affordable enough to justify, but special enough to feel like a reward. That is the lipstick effect. When people cannot buy the big version of luxury, they buy the small version. That makes beauty unusually resilient. Booms, recessions, good years, bad years. Luxury cosmetics quietly survives. But then Louis Vuitton had a problem. It arrived late. Chanel was already there. Dior, YSL, Tom Ford, Hermes. Luxury beauty was crowded. Now imagine Louis Vuitton launched a normal luxury lipstick, $50, maybe $80. Immediately people start comparing it. Is it better than Chanel? Better than Tom Ford? Better than Hermes? That is a difficult fight. And in luxury, price wars become ugly. More celebrities, more campaigns, more discounts, more noise. Nobody wins cleanly. So Louis Vuitton did something interesting. Instead of entering the battlefield, it moved the battlefield. Most luxury lipsticks live in roughly the $50 to $80 world. Louis Vuitton skipped that entire neighborhood completely. At $160, LV sent a message. I am not competing there. I am building a different shelf. And suddenly, the question changes. People stop asking, is this a good lipstick? Now they ask, wait, is this even lipstick anymore? Or is it a luxury object that happens to apply color, that shift matters? Because luxury was never only about function, luxury is about meaning. There is one more thing. Louis Vuitton is not trying to win every beauty customer. It is not trying to attract millions of first-time buyers. There is a much smaller group. It cares about more. People who already own Louis Vuitton bags, Louis Vuitton wallets, Louis Vuitton luggage. For those customers, $160 is not the main issue. The signal is. Classic luxury beauty says, come in, start small. Maybe one day, you will buy the handbag. Louis Vuitton says something different. You already bought the handbag. Now here is the lipstick. That belongs with it. That is a very different strategy. So which approach wins? The classic playbook or Louis Vuitton's bet? The classic playbook is safer, more customers, more volume, more future buyers. Louis Vuitton's strategy is sharper. It wins on signal. Its message is simple. We are not lowering the door. We are raising the ceiling. That is powerful, but also risky, because the customer group becomes much smaller. If wealthy customers love it, LV wins twice. Higher margins, stronger exclusivity. But if they reject it, LV loses twice. Lost revenue and weaker signaling. That is the risk of selling to a very small audience. As a finance person, this is how I see it. Cosmetics may be one of the smartest pricing structures in modern retail. High gross margins, low shipping costs, low storage costs, repeat purchases, strong emotional pricing power. That combination is rare. A handbag may look more glamorous, but financially, lipstick may be more elegant, small, but extremely efficient. It brings people into the brand, creates habits, builds repeat purchases, carries the brand into daily life. The smallest product may quietly be doing the heaviest financial work. So next time you see a Chanel lipstick or a Louis Vuitton lipstick behind glass, remember, you are not really looking at makeup. You are looking at a business model. Handbags build the dream. Cosmetics collect the rent. And Louis Vuitton just made a very unusual bet. Not lowering the door, raising the ceiling. One quick aside. This is my personal take. If you see things differently, trust your own view. I am here to share a perspective, not a verdict. I am curious. Would you ever buy a luxury lipstick? Or does it only make sense if you already live inside the brand? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.